This is the test. The test. All right. This is about my pre-top 10 movie of the year of 2019. Vlog, right? Video blog, taking you back. Anyway, I'm doing my my movies of the year pre-list, okay? First of all, this is freestyle. This is like straight off my head. But again, if a movie can stay in my head for the whole year, then it's really good, and it should deserve to be up in my top 10. But there are movies that I see in January, February, and March that I forget about by November. Right now we're in November, so I may not remember the movies in January and February that deserve to be in my top 10. All right, I'm an action film guy. I like messages. I like happy endings. I like good stories. I'm not heavy on drama. I'm not heavy on sadness. Although those are good pictures, bravo. But that's not me. I like a different story. I like good stuff, right? I like Starship Troopers. I like Sucker Punch. You understand? So those are some of the movies that you may see. That's this type of stuff. I mean, I love iRobot over and over again. I don't know what it is, but it's just, it's something about it, okay? Not that those are in my top 10 movies of all time. Those are movies that I watch over and over, and I never get tired of them. I'm a Star Wars fan, okay? Let's get it straight, okay? So that's me, and I also love other pictures. So let's look. The reason why I wanted to do this is I'm coming from a Comic-Con up in Fort Myers, and we were talking about movies, right? Let me move this down a little bit so you don't see. All right, we was talking about movies, and it just was like, people have not seen a lot of movies, and we all have different opinions, even from the movies that we do see. So I was like, this is a good time for me to stretch my movies out. So I'm 2 minutes in. Let's get started. 2.5 minutes. Let's get started. I don't know where 21 Bridges is going to fall. But if it falls in my top 10 after the process of elimination, it deserves to be there because I did not see that movie coming. Now, I'm starting off with that movie because that was the last movie I saw. And wow, I will say this. I didn't see November and October banging movies out like the way they are. But damn, if I saw 21 Bridges, I know Queen and Slim that comes out this next Thursday is going to be good. I'm like, wow, it was a tough year for me. I had a little depression breakdown. Hadn't had that problem since I was in middle school. So 52 was a hell of a year. But I don't know. There might have been some other things going on in my life. But I really didn't see the beginning of the year finishing strong like this. I mean, I saw Alita Battle Angel. I like that. I don't know what it was about fighting in the family, the wrestling story. That's not going to make my top 10, but I definitely enjoyed it. I like Little, I like What Men Want, but I don't think that Taraji P. Henson story is going to make it into my top 10. I definitely like that. It was a Kevin Hart movie. I can't remember it. It escapes me. But I believe there was a Kevin Hart movie that came out earlier this year that I liked. This last October, November, I got 21 Bridges. I got Queen and Slim that I see coming out. Black and Blue with Tyrese. He wasn't even a big factor in it. I don't know why we're not giving Naomi more credit. She made that movie, and also the screenwriters. To me, 21 Bridges had a tighter ending, but the intensity that I felt in Black and Blue was tighter than the intensity. What what do you call it, from 21 Bridges. Even though 21 Bridges was there, I'm not sleeping on Chadwick Boseman. You know, he's Black Panther, but I did not see this movie coming, even though he's a banger. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's a banger. I don't know where Denzel fell this year. Damn, he had to have something, and nothing comes to mind from Denzel. You know, nothing. The Rock, I'm gonna give him, you know, Hobbs and Shaw, over the top, but F it, you know. Yo, it was action-packed. I don't know if that's gonna fall in my top 10. It may fall in there, but again, you know, let's go back to November and October. Dr. Sleep. That little black girl is in my head. I might go see that movie in the theater again just to see her. Just to see her. I like the story writing. I like the villain. I guess her name was Dr. Sleep. I don't know. I forgot which one was Dr. Sleep. But she was the girl in Mission Impossible. And in Mission Impossible, I didn't really like her. I didn't think she was all that, you know. And in Dr. Sleep, I liked her as the villain. I liked everything about her. Because I don't, maybe she's not my type of person, or maybe she's the type of person that I wouldn't date. I don't know what it is, or it's the type of person I like to say I wouldn't date. Who knows, you know? But I liked her as a villain. And then right at the end of October, we had Terminator Fate, Dark Fate. Yo, give it up. I'm hard pressed to remember other movies of the year. Okay, how about that? I know Joker's gonna fall in there because I like Joker. I'm not hating on it. It was one of the movies I talked about at the comic book convention. What I liked about Joker was he knew he was a villain, or not he himself. The movie, they called it a villain movie, so you already know you ain't gonna like him. You know, the sad thing is he didn't get caught. So of course I'm rooting for the sequel, so we can deal with the Joker at the end of the year. I mean, in this sequel, you know, hopefully he gets the justice that he deserves, even though he's demented and, you know, he might have been not bullied, but he took the stresses of the world to heart. Okay, so now movies that should have been in October. Ma, how the hell this movie wasn't in October? I guess, you know, of course, people's trying not to do scary movies in October because I guess it's cliche, or the bar is too high. So if they put a movie in October, it's got to really be a banger. Who knows? I can't call it. What else? I don't think Us is gonna make it. All right, I'm just gonna be straight up. I like Get Out. Get Out made my top 10, right? But I don't think Us is gonna make it. I might even put the documentary on horror noir over Us. Sorry guys. I liked it. It worked, but I like Ma better. So that's that. Okay. I think Ma was more entertaining, more predictable, and hell, it made sense. And as much as I might have liked Us, it actually didn't make sense. And I think it was proud that it didn't make sense. And as much as I might have went along for the ride, damn, I don't like to be psyched out at the end. And not that it tried to psych me out or psych out people, it just didn't make sense. And I think it was cool with not making sense. And, you know, in 2018, we saw Bird Box and we saw Quiet Place. I think that was what it was, right? And those were two thrillers that were sort of mysterious. And I think Quiet Place is the one I like the best out of the three. You know, Us, Bird Box, and Quiet Place, because, again, they let you out at the end. They let you see what the threat was. And it was a real threat. Whereas even in Us, that they let you see what the threat was, it it wasn't real. You don't know whether it was real. Man, please. Another movie. I'm running out of a bunch of movies, so there we have it. I did like Endgame. How you going to not like Endgame? I mean, of course, there are people that could probably find reason to not like it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But to me, it was still good. The Hulk didn't get to fight Thanos the way we wanted to see him get his redemption. And he should have. I personally believe if he was already, because I want resolution. How the hell did he beat the Hulk the first time? So I want to see him fight the Hulk the second time. That's me, right? So that's my biggest flaw with Endgame. However, seeing Thanos spin his thing, kind of all the little cliche fights of all the women, that was cool. I didn't take it too much away. Captain Marvel came out this year, so she was in Endgame, and she came out this year, and I don't feel she was big as the hype, right? So I felt that she was too. If she's gonna be a lesbian, then be a lesbian. But there's lesbians that I don't have a problem with, like the girl with the dragon tattoo. I think she a lesbian, and she's killing men, but she's not antisocial to men. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. Let me stay away from that subject. I'll just say I don't like Captain Marvel as much as I like the augmented chick from Terminator Dark Fate. Okay? I like Charlize Theron in Mad Max Fury Road, if you're going to talk tough women. Okay? But I don't think you have to be a lesbian to be tough, so I don't think that's a factor. And I don't think being a lesbian makes you not appealing to people that are not lesbians, right? So I don't think that's the factor, okay? Maybe I said it better that way. I think there was something else that was with Captain Marvel. I think she was overly powerful. The hell? I have things to do. I'm all over the universe. I can't be there to fight Thanos, even though he's going to destroy half of the universe. Really? So what we're saying is there's multiple universe-ending threats at the same time. God dog. What would the universe do without Captain Marvel? Is it really like that? Come on, y'all. So every day is doomsday? Sheesh. Anyway, that's a real paranoid world to be in. Godzilla came back. I believe that was this year, right? I'm loving Godzilla. You can't do me no wrong. So I like Mothra biting the head off of, I think it was Rodan. That was it. That's what I'm going to see. I'm looking forward to King Kong Godzilla, although King Kong got to take steroids or something to be as big as Godzilla's leg. He's a midget to Godzilla. Even this Kong of Skull Island Godzilla is still, 2/3 his size. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing. So, what else? People talked a lot about Harriet, and I'm not going to diss Harriet because I like The Godfather of Harlem. And Godfather of Harlem does sort of a disservice to Adam Clayton Powell, amongst some other people, but it's all fiction. They still portray him as a good man, but in real life he was really, really, really powerful, really, really good, to the level where he probably outshined Malcolm X at the time of Malcolm X. Malcolm X took off toward the end of his life, and after his life he became, damn near Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So, I give it to him for that, right? But with Harriet, people are all up in arms. The social media influencers were hating on it because they created this big alone character, and he is a fictional character, and I definitely accept it was black slave catchers, so I get it. But So we'll say that Harriet Tubman was the black feminist version of Harriet Tubman. Okay, so it's not going to be my version. When I do my Harriet Tubman story, I'm different. You know what I'm saying? I got more violence, more killings. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. But they didn't change who Harriet was. You know what I'm saying? So amidst all of the fictitiousness of the movie, they didn't change it. And I may put Harriet at my 10 spot for the year just because I love Harriet Tubman so much. She's a real gangster, tougher than any person in the history of America. One of the probably top tough Africans in the history of Africa. I mean, civilization, who knows? So for her to get a movie, I'm with it. I ain't gonna hate on it. And that's kind of it for me of movies that I remember that made an impression on me. So if there's other movies, well, there's definitely other movies. Queen of Slim ain't come out. And I think I missed Gemini Man. I definitely appreciated Gemini Man. I don't think it's going to make my top 10 just because of knocking things off. I didn't see 21 Bridges coming, and I think there's a movie in December that I didn't see coming either. I didn't see Dr. Sleep. And these movies are serious contenders for my top 10. So that's it, y'all. If I missed a movie, I missed the movie. I don't think the Star Wars movie, I think it came out this year, I don't think that's going to make my top 10. Although if The Mandalorian was a movie, The Mandalorian would make my top 10. And I may have to start doing my top 10 TV shows, but I think that's going to be difficult because I think I would have to keep a list. And I certainly don't watch every TV show that comes out because there's so many of them. But anyway, y'all, I'm over time. This was a jam-packed vlog, and it's actually getting dark. So that's it. And if you know what my shirt says, then you love sci-fi because I love sci-fi. All right, peace, y'all. Deuce.